took them in the 2 overtimes and had chances to win. I'm not upset at all. I'm disappointed in the loss, but our kids played their hearts out. We basically played 6 players. I mean, they played the whole entire game. She played 50 minutes, she played 49:04. They battled. They never gave up. We made some mistakes. Our bigs fouled out, so it really hurt us in rebounding. The difference in the game was rebounding and the fouls. So I can't fault us. They played hard, and we had a chance to win, and Jada shot almost went in. So I'm proud of our players, and we have to have that selective amnesia.
Those letting them get those offensive boards at the
Killed
end.
us.
It's done. It did it at Oregon State.
Yeah, so I talked about the staff. It was an exact situation at Oregon State that lost the game. Offensive rebound, and then that led to the threes. Because when you give good teams, you give number 7 in the country 3 chances, they're gonna hit one. And then Padilla got hot. I think that was end of regulation. I don't remember. Yeah. I think end of regulation. And that's tough because you give up the offensive rebound, and Rhea killed us. But some of that's because our bigs are in foul trouble, so we're playing small. So that hurt us too. So the fouls and the rebounding were different. They had 18 offensive boards, which led to 50 points in the paint and 18 second chance points. So that's the game right there. We shot a good percentage. We guarded one of the best players in the country really well. I mean, we made Juju Price. I don't know if it's a season low, but it's not. But I mean, 7 for 19. Not season low, but 7. But we gave her 19 attempts for 20 points. So we did a good job on her. We did follow the game plan, but Reyes 26 and 11. Some of that's because our bigs are out. So we're playing something. She's a beast inside. They're a good team. So I'm just going to give credit to us.
Gee, it was a big set after missing that last shot.
Yeah, that's a hard shot, though.
What was the message that you gave her?
The message that I have always is it's not about the last play. I mean, we had a chance to win. It's the 5 or 6 missed layups in the first quarter and a half. I think we missed probably 10 layups. So it's those layups because we would have been up 15. It's the free throw box out, the free throw offensive rebound we gave up. It's the lack of getting a 50-50 ball. I mean, one or two more box outs, we win the game. So it's never down to the last play. She had a look. That was a hard shot. We didn't have a timeout. So she brought it full court and it hit the back of the rim. So we had chances to win against a really good team, a team that's better than us and deeper than us. But we battled, we were right there, and we were a shot away from winning. So I feel good about us. I feel good about how we're playing. I think the whole country knows by now that we're an NCAA tournament team. If not, it's just not there. I think there's no doubt, and I think we've showed that towards the end of the season. I think there's no doubt we play the best conference in the country. It's deeper than any conference by far, and I don't think anybody can argue that. And our team should have more than six or 7. It should have 8 teams. Because Cal is an NCAA team too.
So Helena, wow, you were close to having a triple.
Yeah.
You were just doing everything on the court today. I mean, you usually do, but what sort of propelled you today with the rebounding and an incredible, the 7 assists were really, is that a time again for season high? Season high, yeah. You did that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. She just did that again. You don't play us.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. That's what I call the Cookie Monster.
So what sort of propelled you to?
And 9 rebounds, Pueyo. It's like American lifting. Remember when she got here, she could only lift the bar. Now she's, the European lifting. No, the 9 rebounds. She's awesome. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just ready to play. Like, if I have to play the 1, the 2, 3, or 4, like, I'm just gonna play. So I'm just gonna do whatever it takes to win. And if I have to do a little bit of everything, I'm gonna do it. So, but yeah, I mean, I feel confident right now. So it's the time.
Did it help that somebody was in the audience today?
Yeah, my mom was there. I was so happy. But yeah, I mean, disappointed because we lost. But still, I think we have a big chance on Saturday.
And what was it like when your mom and your brother surprised you?
I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, they came from Spain just for
They
like
lied to
4
her.
days. So I'm so happy they can be here for my last senior night. So it's gonna be special.
We told her she was picking up a recruit from the airport.
I know. And then I saw my mom, new player.
Yeah, and then her mom, it was funny, we knew she had the location. Her mom shares her location. And I don't think her mom knew how to turn off the location. But I wanted to be like, Martha, turn off your location. But she had no idea. And then she kind of was suspicious, but then Salva was at the airport, they were picking up a recruit. and she honestly didn't know until she saw her brother. So brother and her mom came.
Skylar, you made 8 of 9 free throws in the first half.
Yeah,
How would you
great.
say that your confidence through the line has progressed throughout the season?
I think it's just me having more experience now than I was at the beginning of the season. I was nervous. I didn't have no confidence. Because, I just couldn't. I was very not fundamentally ready when I got here. That's why the way I'm playing now is a surprise because I could not even do a back pivot, pass, nothing. I couldn't do none of that.
You were just learning. She's learning.
Yeah, because college is just so much different from high school. So I had to adjust. So I think it was just, my teammates, they really think I could be really, really good. And they knew that from the jump. So they was always pushing me, encouraging me because they know I'd be really hard on myself. So I feel like all of that has played a role into it, especially the seniors, Isis, Pueyo, Ez, and Jada, because they be on my butt the most when I have attitude or when I get mad. And Adia. So I think it's just that. And it's really paid off. So.
Skylar, you had a jetpack on you half the game because you were just everywhere, especially on defense. I mean, yes, you got great points and you got to the basket, but you played some amazing
You were
defense.
5 for 8.
So, what were you feeling tonight? And literally, you were flying everywhere. It was crazy.
Don't get backdoor. That's the only thing I was thinking about today.
Give me some. Yeah, she deserves. Okay, you get one of Helena's. What are the not cookie one? What are the cookies?
Oh no, I had
What's
3
the place
steals
of the
too.
cookies? Yeah,
Like
she's
'cause
gonna give you 2 crumble cookies.
Yeah.
We're not getting backdoors.
I didn't get
She's
so
been working on that.
Yeah.
You did not get backdoor once.
yeah, I've been working on that with Skylar every day. So that's literally all I was thinking in my head. Don't get backdoor because she can shoot too.
Yeah,
So because like they was trying to get her to go off stagger screens, so I'm trying to play it right,
It's
but
alright.
the screens were kind of getting me a little bit because I couldn't go under because she could shoot it. So it was just
There was this one play, I think it was third quarter, if I'm remembering right, where you just came flying and you skied up and you got the ball and you stole the ball right from him. But you were so high when you did that, it was crazy. And I was just like, Skylar's got some energy
Yeah,
tonight.
she's a really good
it's
athlete.
out of control.
She's a
It's
great
awesome.
athlete.
Yeah, I was glad to see that, but I was also glad to see that you had those points on the other side too. And how did that feel? So you've got those 19 points.
just wanted to win. Just wanted to do whatever to win. And I knew that I had to get them in foul trouble, so I was just driving to the basket. That's what I do best anyway.
Good job.
I'm a shooter, but not for real. Driving's my thing. I had everybody fooled thinking I was a shooter.
You're a good shooter.
I am, but slashing is really my thing. So once I learn how to go right, it's gonna be better.
She's getting better every day. I'm proud of her.
Watkins fouled out late in regulation. You kind of had to figure it there.
Yeah, but then she did. That was a good thing. But they rallied. I mean, the rebounds. I think Rhea Marshall, Davis played really well. 4 was, it makes them a little different. I think they shared the ball a little bit better because you're so focused on Juju because she's such a dynamic scorer. But I think they still battled and made some plays. They still have some experience and good players. I mean, Juju's a really good player, but Rhea Marshall's good. I mean, these numbers she has today, that's what she had all year long last year. I mean, these are numbers she can have. When she gets the shots, she just usually doesn't get so many shots. When she gets the shots, she can have 20. She can have double-double. She's a walking double-double. And then Davis has really emerged. I mean, she had some great finishes. She played really well. Forbes, I think we did a really good job on Forbes. It didn't feel like she was 2 for 15, 0 for 7, so we did a good job of guarding. They're big too. So Forbes and Juju, it was just the other ones. I think, Rhea Marshall stepped up, Padilla 15. I mean, she's like 6 points a game, so we let those two kind of get some big shots when they needed it.
Adia seemed to come on late, like she hit the one to tie the game, and it seemed for a while you guys had adapted to what she did well last time.
Yeah.
So what was different late than?
Well, I think the offensive rebounds, because then you're in scramble. So we missed the box out, and then you have to find her. But then they're in the key. They're not boxing out, but crashing, and then it's kick out 3. So we paid for that a couple times. Those were big daggers. I mean, or else we would win in regulation. So I think those, and then it's just hard going down the stretch in overtime. We give Sarah a chance, but it's just it's fatigue, and they were big, and our 2 bigs fouled out. So that kind of puts you in a tougher situation because then it puts Sky or it puts Helena at the 4, so it kind of changes some of the offensive stuff and our defensive stuff. So it just makes it more challenging. Not an excuse, but just hard.
Yeah. Sky, I know Helena's used to playing all the positions. But for you, what's it been like as a freshman having to do that, having to go outside your comfort zone maybe and play?
I think in the long run, it's gonna make me better. It's gonna make me more versatile, like Helena, when I get older. So I feel like it's hard right now, and I don't want to do it right now, but I'm gonna do it. But I'm gonna do it just because I know it's gonna make me better. And in practice, they're teaching me how to front, get in front, use my body, and things like that. So I think it's just gonna help me be a better player overall as we progress.
So with Ez and Brea fouling out and then Isis got that fourth foul,
I know.
how close were you to, like, in your head thinking, can Brooklyn even come in yet?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like she's not prepared to come in. I mean, if I have to play her, I'll play her, but like she hasn't really been in a practice. She's been like one. And so she doesn't know our defensive like strategy, philosophy. She would know what we do in on ball. And it's not her fault. She just hasn't been there. So I was worried about that, but if we have to do it, you gotta do it. But yeah, those things are thoughts going down the stretch, and at that point, all of our bigs would have been out. So it's hard because as Mary's and Brea are so important for what we do. I mean, Brea was scoring, so that was hard. I just have to, she has to learn. Like she can't go for that reach when she has the fourth foul. So she has to learn, and she's learning. She's a freshman. She's a really good player because we needed her to score. We needed her to be in the game. I thought Isis had a phenomenal game. I thought as Mary, if we got a little bit more from as Mary and Brea, if they had more minutes, it's a different game for us. And as Mary really changes what we do on ball defense, because we can be a lot more aggressive when as Mary's on foul trouble on balls. So when Padilla or Juju or Forbes is coming off or they get hot, we can change stuff, and then we can also isolate her on post. When they put Forbes up the floor with Esmeri, we can then attack. So I probably had to do a good job in her 24 minutes to get her the ball a little bit more, because she was kind of getting a lot. It was really physical around the rim, and she was a little frustrated. But I just got to figure out a way to keep them out of foul trouble, because we also needed Brea. She was 4 for 4 scoring, so we needed to be able to pound it to her.
Even if she's not scoring, how important is she for the fatigue of everyone else?
Oh, well, they're both are. That's why we need to be able to play more players, because playing 50 minutes is hard. When 32 of those are against Juju. So it's just like she's really aggressive, so it's hard. And then I'm asking her to score too. I'm asking them to like guard good players. Like Forbes is a good player. Asking them guard off action, then score, and for 50 minutes. That's not easy. I mean, they're mentally tough and we're in great shape, but it's hard. Like you're gonna take plays off. You're gonna mentally miss some box sets. You're gonna have some turnover because like she had the one turnover. She never turns the ball over like that. She usually doesn't turn the ball over. She never has 4 turnovers. But it's like she's tired and kind of lazy because you're fatigued. I think it's just hard to sustain it with our style for 50 minutes. Like I'd probably faint. I'm not doing anything else other than I'm tired. But it's not easy. So they've been so strong. I'm proud of them. I'm asking a lot, and I wish I didn't have to ask so much.
When Ez went out, when she got hit again
In the mouth where she got stitches.
right, how's she doing, and how does that, like, she sat out for a while, right? So it took you a while to get her back into the game. How does that sort of change what you do?
Well, it changes what we do because we're playing 2 5s, and they have a versatile 4 and they have a freak athlete at a 5. So it changes stuff. It changes our pick and roll defense. It changes how aggressive we are in our pressing, and as Mary scores for us too. It changes our offensive rebounding and scoring, and she stretches the defense. It's with the 2 5s. They don't guard them on the perimeter as much. So it's just hard. It's not. I mean, they did some great things. I think Isis played awesome, but it just changes. It makes our defense a little bit more passive, and like we like to be aggressive defensively, but we still battle. I mean, despite that, despite being out of position, despite doing special situations undersized and out of position, they did a great job. And obviously we can't do a lot of practice the next couple of days, but we'll be ready again on Saturday. We have another great opportunity to, win our last home game. And we know we're playing a really good team. UCLA is very good, but I think we're good too, and we're battling right now and playing some good basketball.
You guys have had so many games that have been so close that, within a few points, you could have 5 or 6 more wins.
I think about that.
How does that sort of help you maybe that tomorrow prepare for UCLA? Because somebody else might think, God, this was a tough loss. It was a tough loss.
It was.
But how do you take that and all that experience you have this year and how does that help you come out for UCLA?
I mean, we lost Oregon State, who's a top 10 team now. I think we're top 15 team, by like in double overtime, like this kind of similar situation. We were playing right with Colorado's one top in the country. So yeah, if we would have won these other 4 or 5 games, we would have been number 2 in the Pac-12, and the tournament wouldn't even be a question. So I think we're battle tested. That's why I think we should be in the tournament. I don't think there's a doubt in my mind. And we had a really tough non-conference, and all those teams are winning. I mean, our worst loss was probably at Oregon, but all that we haven't had another bad loss, and all those teams are successful. So I think that this, USC is number 7 in the country, and we battled them double overtime with our 7 players. So or 8 with our walk-on, but I think we know that we can play with anybody in the country. I think we know we're going to win some more games, and I think we all feel really good about that. And I think we're playing at the level. Don't you guys agree? I don't think we're afraid of anybody. I know that we could have boxed out a little bit better, but they're also a really good rebounding team. But that's a mental focus and adjustment. You can adjust to that. I think it's harder to adjust to not removing the ball or playing selfish. But we're playing unselfish, and there's a lot of plays where we scored last second. We had beautiful plays to our post. So many plays where everybody touched the ball. We got reversed twice and then layup. So we're playing good basketball right now. With just a couple more, 2 less mental mistakes or 1 less mental mistake, and you win the game. So
Helena, how's your ankle?
It's better. Yeah.
they call
Still-
Helena the robot, Cookie Monster, and she and the robot, because they said she never gets tired. At one point in the game, so we're I think after the first overtime, we're in a timeout. They're all gassed, and every single person is eating those chews. Those what are they called?
Gummy bear.
Yeah, gummy bears. Every single person. They needed some food. They needed some sugar. So every single person, all 5. So I had to sit down. I mean, they were digging, but they're battling for me, and they're playing for each other. I mean, I've never seen that. They were all like eating the gummy bears because they needed some sugar, and I was like, oh my god. It's like if you had seen that in a picture, I was like, wow, they're fighting, So I'm very disappointed, but like I'm proud,
With Brooklyn, mentioned that she's not ready particularly yet.
Well, she doesn't know even the offensive
Yeah,
side.
she hasn't played much in practice or things, right?
No, she's only been to like 1 practice.
But how do you say overall, from what you've seen so far, how do you think she's blending or meshing into the
Awesome. They like her a lot. Jada knows her from AAU years ago when they were little. She's quiet. She's cool. I think the team really likes her. I think she just, some people come in, they're like, and like she just comes in, gets in where she fits in. So they like her personality. She meshes really well. She actually even fits in better than I thought. Good kid, great student, good family. Like, I think she's perfect. I think, and also Aaron and Solly and Monte they've done a really good job being so positive on the bench. So the chemistry and cohesiveness of this team is awesome. It's what I want, and so that's what we're playing. The way we're playing, we're playing team basketball, and we hadn't played that until like the last probably month or so.
A couple players in the men's basketball team came and showed support.
Yeah, of course they.
What are your thoughts on them?
They're awesome, and those 3 are really cool and great players, and they have good relationships. They all live in the same apartment, so they always hang out. They actually been to my house for some stuff too. They probably didn't know it's all kids at the house, but they were great. They came and played at like a kids party one time. But good guys, great people, and I think here in Arizona it's a family, and we support each other. They support volleyball, they support men's basketball, and it's a true family in McHale. So I love the fact they were yelling at the refs on court side. They were going off. They were like, "Where's the foul?" Looking at the screen, and I think it's good for us. But that's Coach Lloyd does a great job. They all support us. We all support each other, and that's what Arizona's all about. Okay, thanks.
Thank
guys.
you.